Hey man, it's open weekend. My name is Tony. Let's not waste a minute. King is waiting for me at the mall, at the theater. We're going to get right out of the theater feedback for the new film, The Odyssey. Right out of the theater feedback. Coming up next, please don't go away. David Zaslav, CEO of Warner Brothers. You blew it. No more Nolan. See you at the theater. I'm standing here with the one, the only King. You just came out of The Odyssey, and I want to know what you thought. It's all you, baby.
You want to hear it?
I want to hear everything. Nice. There's my thumbnail.
Before I even speak, I read a couple of reviews and I watched a couple of reviews on YouTube. They're not fair. If everybody's expecting an action movie, this is not an action movie. This is a war story. So 20-year PTSD war story from the time before Christ. So very, very gory. It feels more like a violent horror movie. Not for kids at all.
Of course not. It's R-rated.
Traumatic event.
Yeah.
Traumatic event. If you really pay attention to all the acting and the message that it's trying to send, it's what happens with war and how it changes a soldier, how it changes a human being. Very, very, very deep message. I enjoy the movie very much. I think I'm gonna see it again, probably before it comes out. Hopefully in an IMAX theater. What would I say? The acting was probably the greatest part of the movie.
Matt Damon.
It has an all-star cast. It's not just Matt Damon. Anne Hathaway, Zendaya, playing the goddess Athena. Great performance. John John Leguizamo.
I didn't know that.
Lupita Nyong'o. John Leguizamo didn't seem like a comedian. Didn't seem like he was joking. He actually.
I imagine not.
He can actually act. I was pleasantly shocked.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say. Like, I think it's gonna be nominated for a lot of awards. I think it was flawed. I think it was not the greatest way to say this story. However, I still think it's the best movie this year, by far.
Yeah.
And it's one of the best Christopher Nolan movies, and he has a lot. So I don't know where exactly I will put it. The Dark Knight is still my number one, and not just my number one from him, but it's right there on the top of all the movies that I've ever watched my whole life. I remember when I watched that movie, standing up and clapping maybe 3 times in the movie, and not just me, the whole movie theater.
Nice.
And I remember because of Heath Ledger dying, they had the 24-hour showing, so I watched the movie like at 5 o'clock in the morning in New York City. And I remember New Rochelle in New York City, and I remember standing up. Imagine a 3-hour movie, and you're standing up 3 times at 5 a.m. It has to be good, right?
Oh, very.
I didn't get any moment on this movie where everybody stand up, but there was some nice moments in this movie, especially on the third act. There was a very nice moment in this movie. Again, not what I expect, what everybody expects. Everybody expects like an action movie, like maybe 300 or Gladiator or something like that. This is not what it is. This is more of
like a thinking man's?
I would say like the psychological effect. I would say like, what was that Mel Gibson movie that he was a family man and he was at war, he was back and forth, he was like the commanding officer of the platoon or something like that, and people kept on dying and he kept on coming back, and he, remember that movie? You know,
I almost said Braveheart, but no. Now we have to go Google it.
It's more, he's in the military. It's not like from back in the days. It's more like a newer movie. You know, like a
after Braveheart?
Nah, I'll remember, but
we'll remember later.
It's a Mel Gibson movie. He's a war general, and he's like at a base with his family, and he goes back and forth between the war and the base.
Okay.
And he's experiencing like a lot of adversity and a lot of his friends dying, and he has to go and pay the respects to the family. It felt more like that type of movie.
Okay.
Drama with a lot of action and horror.
Yeah.
Than action movie, than a 300 movie. And I don't want to give no spoilers, but
you shouldn't. You never do.
Even the toughest soldiers in the history of mankind had to be scared.
Yeah.
They had to be scared with the obstacles that they had to overcome. That's all I can say. But great movie.
In Hollywood, you know, they call this weekend
What they call this weekend?
Nolan's weekend.
Nolan's weekend.
Nolan's weekend. There was a movie that was supposed to come out today, and they just said
No.
we're going to cancel it.
We're not
move
competing
it.
with Nolan.
There's no way. No, there's no competition.
Well, don't get me wrong. A lot of the reviews that are coming out are bad, but everybody has their own opinion.
That's fine.
Before I even give mine, I gave it 2 thumbs up.
You sure did.
And I usually don't give anything.
Right.
2 thumbs up, especially in this era.
Yeah.
I really think that beyond the plot of the movie and beyond what everybody else expected, I think the acting was the greatest part of the movie, and it really made you feel like these people went through a lot.
Yeah.
The people back at home and the ones that went to war.
Yeah.
By the way, took 20 years for him to come back to his family. So when he came back, pretty much his family didn't recognize him,
Yeah.
and he was not the same man anymore.
I'm glad you gave it a great review. It takes a lot to, you know, because you probably sat through a lot of junk this year, and now to finally
A
come
lot of
to
junk.
a good, epic.
It was tough because it's a 3-hour movie.
Yep.
It's a 3-hour movie, so it's tough. Back in the day, Tony, Mr. Movie Guy, when we sat down in the movie so long, they gave us an intermission, right?
That was back in the day.
Back in the day, I still remember that. They gave us an intermission, and you get to go to the bathroom and come back, and then they stop playing again. They don't do that no more. So when you go to a 3-hour movie, you're definitely going to go take a break.
Yeah, yeah.
And you may miss something.
Do you, a little humor, just give me a little humor here. Do you have a strategy for a 3-hour movie? I mean, if the movie's starting at 12, I guess you stop drinking liquid around what, 9:30?
I don't have no strategy. No
strategy?
No.
All right, so you didn't need a piss break?
I needed one time.
You ran out?
I ran out. That's
Okay.
why I'm gonna go see it again, because I'm thinking I probably missed a good part.
We're deducting points for that. King, thanks for speaking with me. I'm gonna let you go.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Be good. Terrific right out of the theater feedback from my man King. Thanks a million for doing that, sir. I appreciate it. You guys watching at home, I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more of King, please go on YouTube. JB Productions NY. Capital J, capital B Productions, capital N, capital Y.